Think like a proton.
Stay positive.
Science
Rules!
Ray Hedgepeth is like a positively charged particle, making the students in his orbit excited about science, one electron at a time.
All right, you guys ready to do some science?
Yes!
Okay.
Being here just gives me like a good vibe.
Hedgepeth, who started teaching in 1999, lives, breathes, and at times, sings about science. After a 2-decade decline in student enrollment statewide, classrooms at Esther Lindstrom Elementary School could have sat vacant. But instead, this classroom was transformed into a new science lab. Dr. Olga Rios, the principal at Lindstrom, is a strong advocate for reimagining education.
You know, we have our math and engineering lab. We have an arts program that's going to be coming into the school. But science is the heart of it. And so when the idea of a science lab and the idea of an instructional specialist, we knew that the ideal candidate for that position would be Mr. Hedgepeth.
As an instructional specialist, Ray Hedgepeth co-teaches and provides support to the school's teachers, from transitional kindergarten through 6th grade.
What I talked about with Dr. Rios was just, what types of instructional, activities I could do that would be a support to teachers and kind of demonstrate, okay, here's how we can approach this particular topic. So I'm now able to say to those teachers, let them make a mess, don't worry about it, have fun.
Ray wasn't always a science geek. His love for science grew after he started teaching.
And I always think about Carl Sagan, one of my heroes, who has encouraged specifically teachers to give children time to ask questions, because that's the hallmark of human creativity and scientific wonder. Really is like it starts with a question.
Hedgepeth, who's also a musician, uses music to engage with his students, like these 6th graders interacting with an electronic instrument called a theremin. Ray also incorporates scientific principles into the songs that he writes, like this class favorite about our solar system.
It's time to get heliocentric, no, you just can't reject it. Now there we go, put the sun in the center, it all makes sense, it's all much better.
Of course, there's plenty of studies that have been done over the years as far as memorization with music and how it helps aid in kids memorizing concepts.
Ray shared the lab safety practices with his students to ensure they don't become a science experiment themselves.
Don't eat anything in the lab, because it could be sugar, but it might be borax. Raise your hand and promise me you're not going to put your tongue in the battery, okay?
I promise.
Raise your hand. Romeo, come on.
On the day City TV visited the lab, energy transfer was the hands-on project the class was working on.
So you guys are going to be sharing a battery, a couple wires, and a light bulb, and I'm not going to give you a lot of instruction at the outset. I'm just going to have you guys kind of see if you can get the light bulb to light up.
Here's how these students described their teacher.
It's just something about his teaching just makes it fun.
The way he teaches really helps me learn more about science.
And this 6th grader was definitely not yawning during class.
Like, think of the most boringest thing, Mr. Hedgepeth can make it fun.
This little sidekick guy, that's his sidekick, Little Bones. And so it's Bob and Little Bones. Let's hear it for Bob and Little Bones, everybody.
And when the kids are around him, they want whatever he has, they want. So it's almost like magic. And that magic is it's inspirational and it's influential.
We're all super excited. The enthusiasm is very high. And so we're looking forward to excellent results.
Whether it's explaining the physics of a volcanic eruption or describing the reaction of dry ice in a liquid, Hedgepeth and the Lindstrom leadership team recognize that long-term elementary school science increases reading scores, which is what every school district in the nation is striving for. For City TV, this is Nora Novak.